Okay, we're back. This is part number 3, another little quickie segment. I'm working tonight, probably late into the evening, early morning hours. Um, if you're joining me, you're still sticking around. Thank you. I hope you're building as I build, and we're just having this conversation. Please feel free to always, on all my videos, comment below with any advice, criticisms, any type of comment. It's all welcome. And those of you who have joined me along for these journeys, uh, and those of you who have actually altered my builds as we film, thank you. I really appreciate that. And actually, I'm kind of doing this for you, for you. And let's get to the model. Okay, so the whole idea of the model, I'm talking to myself right now out loud. I got the camera on, so this is what I see or how I'm seeing it. The whole idea of the model is to honor this person's legacy. He did a beautiful job once upon a time, many years ago. The model's been in the box all this time, been banged around, so pieces came off. And we're going to clean all that up. But what I wanted to do, what I noticed, what caught my eye on this model right here was those big giant bug eyes and the color. And it's a cab I've never seen before. And it's a single axle, single drive, I guess you could call it. It just looks cute. The Let's go like this. Okay, there we go. The model just looks cute. I keep getting up. I go behind the camera to make sure I'm within focus. So that's always going to be part of my filming process. But what we did, what we're going to do, obviously, we're going to fix the fuel tanks. They'll be shiny. They won't be shiny chrome at all or any type of metal color. I don't think they're going to be gloss black or actually semi gloss or satin black. Only metal shiny thing back here is going to be this plate we're going to put on there. But even that's a toned down stainless steel color. It's not chrome at all, and that's an alclad paint, and the process I use for that. That's why it looks so like metal. Also, what you guys don't see on camera, I don't think. Let me see how I'm gonna turn this. Okay, let's go right here. How are we here? Not yet. How are we here? Not yet. How are we here? There we go. The mud flaps that came with this particular kit were embossed or have molded into the IMC logo, which is not realistic for any type of rig ever. It's a model. It's a model company. And I didn't want to do that because I don't want to make it look like a toy. It's a model of a truck. So I flipped the guys around. I polished them real smooth. I took the gloss out of them. So they kind of have that rubber look to them. It's black styrene. So I'm pretty sure I'm either going to go with this plain black to not distract from the cab, which is what I'm trying to make the only selling feature and visual point that I want everyone to always look at is the cab, not really the rest of it. Or I may put an emblem on there or that naked chrome cowgirl, something, or I'm going to leave them just flat black like this. I'm 99% sure this is the way I'm going to go. I'm not changing the wheels, the tires, or the rims. Kind of like that. The pogo stick came in unpainted styrene white. We're gonna paint that either black or some sort of dulled down steel color. And I don't know if you can see what I'm trying to do with the fuel tanks. If I explained that myself thoroughly on that one or clearly. So if I put shiny chrome fuel tanks back here, coupled with this, now you're gonna have shiny over here, like a diamond ring. So I'm taking away the 100% attention that I want up here. Now I'm looking over here, which is not a bad idea, but in this particular build, I did not want to do that. I want this to be the focus. So now you see my idea for the black fuel tanks. The only metal shiny part will be this, because I think it looks cool. And I hope that works. And if it doesn't, we can always paint them any metal color we want or any body color we want. So that's actually no big deal. Another idea was to paint them this color using the Alclad painting process and just keep the straps black. That's something I wouldn't mind toying with. So let's get to the cab. Let me see how we're doing camera wise here. Okay. Let's get you out of the way. You. All right. The same thing to get away from all the chrome parts it had on here, and some were placed in the wrong position, some were just way too big. Number one, let's start with the antenna. The antenna was about the size of a Louisville Slugger. Chrome giant monster antenna that was right here. To me, it was distracting for my eyes, and it took away from the visual of what I'm trying to do over here. So right away, I said I got to get rid of that antenna. We took that off, and we're going to replace it with a more correct looking actual stainless steel antenna like that. Let's go. Let's do this, guys. Another thing I wanted to do with the model that was kind of bugging me was the windshield wipers themselves. They were super chromed, so I got them in stripper right now, chrome stripper. We're going to remove the chrome. We're going to hit it with an Alclad process. So it tones it down. I'm actually going to sand them down so they're not so fat. And they were in the up position over here, which I thought was odd. All the pictures, including on the box, has them in the down position over here, the more conventional way. And that's the way I'm going to reinstall them. I don't want to detract or have things that make me look at other distractions. The whole selling feature of the model is the cab, the color and the shape, and the bug eyes. Another thing I did do was I painted the safety tread on both sides of the cab. You had a strip here and a strip here that was painted blue, the same color as the body. I could see the bumps on there, the safety tread. Right away, my mind said, let's paint those flat black and kind of like complements the cab. I didn't do them gloss because I didn't want to distract from the cab. This is the way I'm thinking, and I'm thinking out loud right now, guys. Bear with me. So I thought that came out real good. When it really pops out is when I open the door. Let me turn this camera, let me turn the cab around here. Okay. Do you remember the first video I showed the interior of the door panels on the inside when you open the cab were deep dark blue. It was painted on real thick with a paintbrush. This is the color it was, the color of this handle. And it was all wavy and it was super glossy. So when you open the doors, right away my eyes jumped to that color and I lost all focus on the cab. I fixed it. I just went ahead and I found the matching blues somewhat, my Tamiya spray can. I painted it with the spray can. I hit it with dull coat so it wasn't shiny anymore. You can still see the waviness slightly underneath from the original paint. It's just going to be hard to strip that door. And with the hinge system it's got, I didn't want to bust it by taking that out. But look what it did. It complements and it makes the interior, the black interior seats and all that, kind of just pop. So the focus is the cab and now the dark interior. So in my eyes, especially when the model will be completed, it worked out great. It's going to achieve what I'm trying to do. See that? Oops. But there you can see what I was trying to do. And without slamming the doors, you can see The door painted that blue, and those safety treads complement the black interior of the seats and the floor, and kind of everything looks, you're here and you're not being turned away by shiny glossy items. I'm going to speed it up here. I'm not going to keep this video too long. Let me show you guys what else I did. Oh, the hinge system on the cab was very flimsy, so I'd open it and close it and it was doing this like crazy. So we're kind of going to do the same thing with the diamond reel. We're going to make a hinge system on here that's going to last forever. So I got a piece of brass tubing, hollow, and I got a solid brass tubing that fits real tight and snug in there, but still goes up and down. I'll put a drop of oil in there. I'm going to fabricate a system here so it'll span the width of the frame into each side of the holes in the cab. And that cab, this acts like a roller bearing when you put that drop of oil in there. That cab is going to come up and down like butter, and it's going to not do this. It's going to be solid like a rock, kind of like the diamond reel, and it'll last forever. So pretty much that's where we're at. Just fun little fixes. Needs the fifth wheel, needs the plate that the fifth wheel sits on, needs a rear cross member here, and needs the mud flaps I have, but needs its brake lights and license plate holder. With the pogo stick installed, I'll add the air lines. Look at that antenna now. So thank you for joining me. I was looking at the camera here at the end, so many things were not even in the field of vision. Let me back off a little bit. Thank you for joining me on this fun little restoration project. Maybe another week or two and we'll be completely done. But Wilson, this is what you got in your box, and without having to open your box, you at least know the direction you got to go, and which direction that's going to be. Whatever Wilson decides, then that's the correct direction that it should be done. But if you feel like you got to build one of these, maybe you can buy an open box. What I think it was, somebody mentioned today on that this is a limber kit now. So maybe you could buy a limber kit cheap at Walmart, Hobby Lobby with their discount, and build that thing instead of opening your mint condition box if you got a hankering for building one of these. But thank you for joining me. You kind of have an idea what I want to do, where I'm going with her. And she's going to be gorgeous. She's going to be built rock solid. You're going to be able to handle her, and this is going to be the main attraction here, the cab, and no distractions. You guys take care. Have an awesome evening. Thank you for joining me. Look at those fuel tanks, how great they came off just by sitting here talking to you guys for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It does not take crazy time or crazy effort. I enjoyed our conversation. Maybe we'll do it again tomorrow night. We are going to do it again tomorrow night. You guys take care. Have a blessed evening and have an awesome Sunday. Tomorrow, Sunday. You guys have an awesome Sunday. You guys take care. Bye.